Did anyone else hear him coughing?
No, not yet. Not yet. I think as long as the countdown was going on, this microphone was muted. So.
Oh, you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Hey, everybody. Oh my God. You're going to hear me coughing tonight. I'm just going to give you a warning right now. I'm barely holding it together. I've been fighting a bad head cold sinus thing going on for about 4 or 5 days now. I'm wearing my glasses, which you don't normally see me do. But welcome to the WDWpov live stream show. So what do we got here? We got comments. Have you been putting the comments up?
No.
Go ahead.
None of them have been very important yet.
Well, no, you got to put. Come on, that's what everybody's here for. Okay, Bill's here. Mary's here. Let's see. Annette from the Jersey Shore is here. Yeah, and sharing is caring. It is. And I'm surprised. Marcus is surprised. I made a bad boo-boo already. It might have been a spelling.
I'm surprised nobody has noticed it.
Might have been spell check.
Has anyone noticed it?
Yeah. Has anyone noticed the mistake that I made? Okay.
People still get head colds, really, Mary?
I don't know what it is exactly. I mean, I guess there's still head colds out there somewhere. There are those head cold viruses.
If the common cold still exists. I don't see why the head cold shouldn't either.
I don't know. And I'm having a hard time looking at the screen here because I don't usually wear my glasses. And there's my friend Gina's out there from.
Mary noticed. She was just polite enough not to say it.
Disney Adventures Tribe. Hi, Gina. Yeah. It's how is everyone? I'm hanging in there. I'm getting better though. I'm on the mend. I have been worse throughout the week. Gina's out there making dinner while joining you fine folks. That's cool. That's good. That's multitasking.
Everything is.
Well, Steve can't see the problem.
Yeah, he can't. He didn't see it this time.
He didn't see the error that I made. But yes, everything is COVID now. I don't know, but there are apparently still some regular old virus bugs floating around out there.
You mean those still exist?
They must.
Too?
I thought they
all turned into.
I thought they all got killed off or something, but. I mean, really, it's been over a year since I've had any kind of real anything. And so when I started getting this, it was probably last Tuesday night, I think it was. Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Yeah, I started feeling like a little bit of an itchy throat and started feeling congested. I'm sure you can tell from my voice I'm not 100% right now. But, it does stink. It does stink. And I can feel it. There's a little bit of it settled down in the top of my chest here. So every now and then I might do this. I'm gonna mute here for a second. And then I'll come back so that you don't have to hear me cough, okay? At least I'll try. There's gonna be times where I'm gonna cough uncontrollably, but we're live, we're real. That's just the way it is. It has been about a year since the world changed. It's been about a year now, almost to the day, I guess, where, they basically said, hey, we're shutting down the country. Very strange times we're living in.
Only smart ones so far, Texas.
Well, Texas has opened up 100%. No mask mandate. Businesses open 100%, I think, as of this week, as of today. We'll see how they do there.
Which everyone knows they need to recover after that snowstorm.
Well, that was bad. That was bad. That's weird. Snowstorm in Texas. Come on. I hope Gaston is full of water. Yes, Steve, he is full of water. And I will bring him up real quick here. Gaston. Yes, I will be probably needing Gaston a bit more tonight than usual. There we go. So anyway, how was your week, everybody? I hope everyone else out there is doing well. I hope you're all staying healthy. Fortunately, I'm just dealing with a sinus thing. It's not anything more severe. I'm sure there's always that concern out there nowadays when somebody starts getting sick now I didn't have a fever, no fever whatsoever. So, that's good. Yes, Gaston. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, oh, what are you coughing about? Are you getting sick?
I'm not doing this with you.
Well, every time I cough, everybody's been giving me a hard time this past week.
Yeah, but I haven't been coughing consistently.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you got water there too. So tonight we're going to be talking about
Maya and the Last Dragon.
Maya in the Last Dragon. No, not Maya. Now we've had several times. I think my wife wrote a review about Raya, and it is Raya, not to be consumed
with Raya,
or
Maya,
or Maya, or Mia Maya Mo. I don't know. It's just confusing, gang. But it is Raya, Raya. In the splash promo at the beginning, somehow I got Maya or Maya. I put an M instead of an R. I don't know. I probably just had a brain fart, or it could have been a spell check thing because my wife did
you did it twice.
I did it twice. I did it. Yeah. So it's probably me. It was in the splash screen and on the description, which I'll try to change our description thing after the show tonight. I'll change it to Raya. But here's the deal.
Yeah. Nobody told us how to pronounce it properly before the movie.
No, I kept thinking it was Raya. When I saw it, I thought it was Raya and the Last Dragon, not Raya. But in the movie, they clearly call her Raya. They just give
you the names, and I expect you to know how to pronounce them immediately.
Right. But did you got Raya? Every time pretty much anyone said it in the movie, they said Raya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It might have been that one time someone mispronounced it. I already got those two.
You did? Okay.
You were just monologuing.
You're on. I've been monologuing. I'm on. See, here's the thing. He gets the comments. He pops them up like Josh there. I didn't even get to see it.
He's probably gone by now.
No, Josh is out there.
And he just. Did you read the comments?
No, what did he say? Oh, yes. Oh, he's got. Okay.
He's probably gone by now.
Okay. Anyway, and
why do you have to put them back up if you didn't see it?
Aloha, Jay.
Even though I did it.
So, what were we talking about? Maya, Raya.
Mm-hmm.
So my wife did a review on her Mother's Random Thoughts page for Raya and the Last Dragon, which was a very good review. Got some nice compliments about it. She does very good reviews. And when she typed it in, I think there was a spot in there that I think the spell check changed it.
He wasn't gone yet.
Oh, hey Josh, how's it going? Yeah, Josh is starting up a podcast thing coming up April, I believe. He posted something on our group. So if you're looking, just look at our group. He's got some stuff posted about that new podcast coming up here in, well, I guess about a month and a half, 2 months. What is this? We're almost mid-March. Wow. Just coming a few weeks then, I guess. Wow. Geez. Time flies. So yeah. I got bad sniffles and everything going on here tonight. Katie says she loved Raya, not Maya, not to be confused with Maya or Raya. But what was I talking about?
I don't know
either. But anyway, she tried to do the review. She typed in Raya several times, and I guess spell check caught it and changed it to like Rays, RAY''S. And I usually try to do the, I don't know, what would you call it? I try to read my wife's articles after she posts them, sometimes before she posts them to see how they look, if there are any spell check things, that kind of stuff. I'm the editor sometimes. And I caught that when I was like, oh my goodness, a spell check changed it to Raya or Rays instead of Raya or Raya. Oh my goodness, confusing. What, you want to put that up?
No, I was just making a point about something.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know. I know what he wants to do.
It's the same. It's the same sort.
Do you want to put that up? Is somebody making a comment about it?
No, I'm making a comment about it without saying anything.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. Okay, so we how many of you out there already watched Raya and the Last Dragon? I'm assuming most of you already watch the movie because we probably won't give any I'll
just give my blanket thoughts on it real quick.
Major,
good, not great.
Good, not great. That's your opinion?
If it was a little bit longer, it might have been better.
It was pretty long, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
for a Disney movie like
a
that?
Pixar movie,
Yeah, it was a little long. I thought, what was it, hour and
Mary
40?
didn't see it yet.
Oh, Mary!
Hour 40 minutes.
Mary!
But
you didn't see it.
But this is also Disney Plus we're talking about. 5 minutes of that was solely the foreign language credits.
The 5 minutes of foreign language credits at the end. That is true. That's
so that was more like an hour and 30 minutes. More than anything.
I mean, but
35
but it was
people are loving it.
It was longer than I thought it was going to be.
But the amount of areas they go to, just you spend 10 minutes there at best.
Maybe 10,
15,
20, 15.
if it's on the long side. So you don't really get any of them fleshed out or get to see them.
Until there's a sequel.
Which
but no,
isn't really going to matter because it's not post-apocalyptic and people aren't worried about anything anymore and they're all unified.
Anyway, here's the thing. Okay, so in the world of... Okay, and you should appreciate this. You of all people should appreciate this. In a world of continuing...
Jay doesn't have Disney Plus.
Jay doesn't... Well,
Mary,
Jay.
Mary, you can watch Mulan and not pay for it like every sucker out there did. There seems to be a common occurrence with Disney Plus's Premier Access so far, is that their movies are that they're charging for are not the best.
I'm going to disagree with you on this one, okay? I mean, if this movie came out... Now, here's the thing. You're getting me off target here. You're getting me off target. I had a good point I was going to make, and now I forgot it. So, first off, I think for the $30, we had our kids and our grandkids over, okay? So we had a good group of people over here on premiere night watching the movie. I made some popcorn. The kids brought over snacks, movie snacks, Sour Patch Kids, and they brought some chips and nacho cheese melted stuff, and we made the the nacho kind of stuff they do. But here's the thing. Okay, it was a fun night, and it was $30. We couldn't have gone to the theater for $30. I get it. It was, but it wasn't on a big, huge screen. But it was in our family room. We were comfortable. We had a good night. It was fun. Now, here's the thing. The thing I think you would appreciate the most, the hater of all, and I got to agree with them on most of them, but on the hater of most live action remakes, rehashes, just redoing the same movie over and over again. This was fresh for the most part. I know
wasn't saying it was bad. I wasn't saying that. Also, it's not a live action remake, so you can't judge it against the live action remake.
No, but I'm saying it's not a remake of a remake of a remake. It was original content. I mean, it was.
That's what you think. Just wait until they tell us about everything it was based off of. Because everything has to be based off of
everything. Okay, nothing new there's nothing new in the world. We all know that. But it was an interesting spin. There weren't any specific.
Some of the stuff was interesting, but
the two major characters, the two girls, were sort of protagonists, antagonists, but neither one of them were perfect. They weren't this is the good guy, this is the bad guy, type of thing. I mean, it was a little bit, but overall, I mean, they both had their faults. They both had issues, in their past that they had to deal with. It was, I thought, a good movie overall.
Yeah, I just shared it briefly.
Okay, good. Pop that on there. Okay. This is one of the things.
Wait. We got to get the bigger one.
Okay, there you go. So this was a sword. This was like the sword that was in the movie. This is not the one that's in the movie, though, right?
No, this is from something completely different.
Yeah. So there was a sword that Raya uses that is pretty cool. I mean, she
it snaps off, turns into a whip, and can be used as a grappling hook. What about this sword that I just popped up right here? It snaps off, turns into a whip, and can be used as a grappling hook.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Again,
except it appeared at least 2 years before
and what
Raya
was this
and the
from?
Last Dragon.
What was this from?
Fire Emblem Three Houses. Have not played it. Probably won't play it.
Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yeah.
As opposed to Two Houses. Was that the?
No,
was this the trilogy?
No, it was a standalone game.
Okay.
Just Three Houses.
Three Houses. Okay. Anyway, again, nothing new under the sun. people.
For all we know, they could have taken this from some legend about a sword that is a whip.
And that's true. And it could. Now, this was based off a lot of Southeast Asian mythology, a lot of Southeast Asian stories. Very, very well could have been that is from.
Actually, while we're here,
which brings up the point. We can
look up what it is based off.
Which brings up the point.
This is the wiki article, after all.
Good. Look that up.
Let's see.
Which brings up the point. Could it be that this Three Houses, whatever the heck that was, took it?
In popular fiction, whip swords are comparable to the Urumi, an Indian Sri Lankan weapon that has the sharpness of a sword, but similar flexibility and maneuverability of a whip.
See? So that's just something that existed.
Oh, wait. Unlike the sword, the Urumi is a singular thin sheet of steel rather than a segmented blade. So it is a steel whip, sharpened steel whip, instead of a sword that snaps apart.
Interesting. Okay, but again, it apparently is based off of some reality or something that existed. So yeah, what's the problem with them doing that? That doesn't mean that I thought that was cool. Doesn't mean that they stole it from this.
No, I wasn't saying they stole it from that.
Yeah.
I was just pointing out that this came before and it had this sword.
Yeah.
That was basically exactly the same.
Yeah. See, Mary's even saying, at least it was a new story.
You missed that. That was
I did. Because I'm talking to you and the screen's here. So
I just thought I'd point that out.
But no, that was a cool thing. That was in the movie. It was one of the unique things about Raya's sword. She was able to.
Not even her sword, though.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, you right click instead of left click.
Oh, you right click the remove.
No, you left click it. You removed it. Don't worry. You're good. That's it.
Oh, you go.
And then if I do this, then it stops it altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
a lot of people are commenting now.
That's because we're just rambling.
No, you're rambling. I was making valid points.
Okay, why did this freeze up now? Maybe that's
why nobody's commenting.
Yeah, could be.
Give me a second. Check your phone.
We're going to check to see if we're still broadcasting. If we are, let us know.
The computer could be.
If not, my computer could be freezing up on us. We could do that, which means it's probably going to do some feedback here.
Looks like it's still going. We got more comments.
Okay. Just want to make sure. There we go.
Fighting scenes were fun.
We're back.
You are still live.
And I'm still alive.
It's a deep cut for everyone.
It is a deep cut. Okay.
And Mary will probably be the smart person and wait till it is free. Well, and by free, you mean just with your regular subscription.
Now,
that's what I hate, because when it's the Premier Access, everyone's like, I'll just wait till it's free. But in actuality, it's not free because you're already paying for this service.
Yeah.
They're just charging you extra for it right now.
It's free. It's not free. It's freer, not free, completely free. But here's the thing. Oh, what's Becca saying?
On air, no breaking service. Yep. After watching it, I would have been okay waiting.
Oh. Wow.
After watching Mulan, I would have been okay not watching it ever.
What? Mulan?
The live action Mulan.
Oh, I thought you meant the original. I was going to say,
why would I like the original Mulan that much? And then
because she's cheap.
yeah. Honestly,
when you said that, I thought you were talking about the original. I'm like,
why have I watched it so many times then? I love the one song from it.
Let's get down to we do that song all the time.
For 3 years, and that was money spent a long time ago.
Okay, so here's the interesting thing, and my eyes are watering too, so excuse me here while I do this. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. This movie actually came out on Disney Plus,
and theaters.
It came out in theaters. That was different.
Notice that any movie that also simultaneously comes out in theaters also has
what?
Premier Access. Mulan came out in select theaters.
It was very limited though, but
it was also premiere access. All movies that have had premiere access have also come out in theaters at the same time.
Well, I thought it was
probably
interesting
just to incentivize people to do one or the other.
Okay. You put
Disney
the other
stock
one.
did well today, really.
I know. I saw that, and I'm wondering if part of that is just because, I mean, it was the last week, a week ago, roughly. That
really, I gotta check that now.
He's going to look at his thing, his stock market thing. Disneyland, actually, when they announced, I think it was like right after they announced Disneyland could be opening April 1st. Why, Gavin Newsom? Why would you pick April 1st to say businesses can open back up? That's just goofy.
Not Disney, but
but
that's still pretty high.
That is extremely. So
out of this
looking at Disney.
Give me a second to find.
He's looking at Disney on the stock market.
Give me a second.
Yeah. So
Disney definitely did go up today.
Okay. So I think because
it opened at 197, and it had to have closed today, right?
I don't think they will open April 1st. So, yeah, it's possible they might or might not. I mean, they got a lot of infrastructure and stuff to get back in place.
They closed at around 200.
202.55 is what Disney closed at today.
That's after a 64-cent difference after hours.
No, after hours it went up a little more,
which isn't much. So it was like 201.90 something.
What's Steve saying here? The new movie over the weekend and Disneyland being able to open April 1st helped. Yeah, I think it did. And that's that was my thought too. And then Friday was a very busy day for us because we did the movie night. Then after that we did WandaVision.
Oh man!
But
we still need to finish our thoughts on.
Yeah, let's finish our thoughts on
Raya.
Raya. That's confusing. And I'm hoping, now I'm just going to throw this out there, but I'm hoping I might have a special guest so we can talk a little bit more about Raya next week.
Yeah, I don't want to badmouth the movie if we're talking with someone who worked on it.
I thought it was pretty good.
I'm not saying I didn't like it or it wasn't a good movie.
It was original.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a rehash of stuff that's been done a million times.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the thing between the two main characters was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like though, and this you said because it's basically made by the director or whatever. Was it the director or whatever from? I think some of the MCU movies.
No, I don't think they directed it. I'm just saying that those directors do that in all of their movies.
Oh, yeah. It was the thing where they did.
Thank you, Steve.
Like they would show what Steve's saying.
He's saying the exact price Disney closed at.
They would show like one of the lands.
An opening.
It's called
shot.
Fang. Yeah, opening shot of this land. Yeah. But here's the thing: it's like
what's it actually called? Not an opening shot.
A setup shot. I don't know whatever it is, but they were walking to this land, and we're going to Fang. The land is called Fang.
And then you have the giant bold text,
and then they show an overview of Fang. The city or the territory. Yeah, and it's Fang. Right there. It's like they did it with a lot of the MCU movies. They've done
a lot of scenes looked so real, especially that baby's face.
Oh, the baby's face.
Side view more than that. Are the characters
that baby
likable?
The baby the con baby that was
are the characters likable? In your opinion, it sounds like you're saying yes. Me personally,
I mean, there were some likable, there were some not.
The dragon is among one of the unlikable.
You didn't like what who does that? Who was the actress again? Aquafina. Yeah,
literally named after bottled water.
That's right. Drink some. That reminds me. Let me have some Aquafina. Here we go. Gaston.
But eventually, the dragon's character as a whole just isn't very likable to begin with.
I warmed up to her. Let me put it that way. I didn't like her that much, but I warmed up to her.
Bottles. Yeah. What is Mary saying about
Mushu? She wasn't. I'm gonna say I like Mushu. You know,
bottled water. Yeah, Aquafina.
um,
I'm not joking. That's actually her name.
Her character warmed up to me. The father-daughter characters are very likable, very, very likable.
I think part of the problem is they kept making so many modern lingo jokes or slang term jokes.
You have to. I mean, I know it doesn't fit the time period or what you would think the time period would be, but yeah, they did that with.
Yes, that is really her name, Mary.
Aquafina. But they did that with Tangled. I didn't have a problem with that. Tangled.
Like, what did they do?
I mean, she spoke in more of a modern.
But it wasn't like they were dropping jokes about modern things going on constantly.
No.
Like in Moana, Maui makes the tweeting joke, and that's a one-off thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then this movie, it's sort of like they keep referencing modern stuff constantly.
Like what?
Besties, nerds.
Oh, again, no, but it's like modern lingo, like you said, and they've got to throw that in there because that's what people are doing. You know, did we just we got this weird
Aquafina, thing. Aquafina, not Aquafina. Well, you got to spell it a little differently.
Yeah, it is spelled a little differently,
but it's pronounced. Exactly
but it's pronounced
the same.
Aquafina.
It's pronounced exactly the same.
But now there's some debate. There's some debate on this one. Betty White. Betty White. Was she in this movie or wasn't she? There is a character. It's a very small part, maybe for about 5 minutes. But there is a character. Sounds an awful lot like Betty White.
Character also goes uncredited.
Okay, uncredited character, we believe. We're not 100% sure. But I think it might be she was like a triple. I don't know. There's some debate over this one. So you be the judge.
One to figure out.
You be the judge. If it's really Betty White or if it was actually this other actress, it sounded an awful lot like Betty White. Anyway,
but
very big controversy on that one.
I thought one of the few times I agree with my older brother here. He said it would have worked better as a video game story, and I completely agree with him. If we had gotten to spend at least a couple hours in each area, actually exploring them, learning what the people are like, and then facing the big problem or trying to get the thing. He said it's basically a big fetch quest. You get this thing from this area. You get this thing from this area. Pretty
much. I mean, you know, they had to go to each of the lands to do different things.
Yeah. It was literally a copy-paste video game story. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I mean,
but it works better when you have longer periods of time to flesh out specific areas of your made-up world.
Well, again, I mean, there's a possibility. Oh, T9 is out there. I didn't see it.
But the problem with that is...
T9. Did you know T9 was out there?
Yes, I saw T9 said howdy. But the problem with... If they do make a real video game out of this movie, the problem with that is most tie-in video games with Disney haven't been that great. There were only... The
Incredibles game was pretty good.
That went on for a pretty long time.
That was a good game.
That was a good game.
That was a good game.
There were two of them, actually.
Was there?
Yeah, there was one that actually was sort of a sequel, but is now, you know, kind of a moot point thanks to Incredibles 2. Is T9 in the other feed? I'm guessing she is. If Mary can't see her comments.
Yes, but apparently she has, you know, if she's in the page, she didn't need to click on, you know, the share when you make whatever. If she's in the group, now here's the thing, I think it retains. If you were in the group,
somebody plugging themselves here.
Oh, geez, another one of these people out there plugging their own thing. Yeah, I mentioned that, Patty, if you were watching earlier in the show, that you did have a review out there on A Mother's Random Thoughts. And a very good review, actually, that has been complimented by a number of people. So, in fact, even very prominent Disney figures actually have complimented it. So,
okay,
very good job. In fact, let's do this real quick. I'm going to segue into this for a second.
Back to the movie, then.
No,
I'd just like to.
If you have something else with the movie. I am. I'm putting it up. I'm putting it up.
I would just like to go back to the movie now after seeing that other movie last night. I'd say that this movie starts to suffer from Fellowship of the Ringitis. Because it has so many characters, you don't get to know most of them, and it focuses on one or two of them.
Oh, you only care if Disney themselves comment. Okay, well, that's a little.
Why are you putting this up?
I'm putting it up for a good reason.
Why?
You'll see.
Why is it a good reason?
Yes. You need to read her review, Mary. Okay, here's the thing. Today, I'm putting it up. I'm doing it. Can't stop me. And there goes my phone.
You just got rid of it.
Not really. I'm putting it like this because that's the different screen. See, I got to change and share a different screen. I'm not sharing the whole screen. I was sharing an actual tab. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. Ready? Today is International Women's Day. And if my wife is still out there, if she's still there, I just want to say that she is one of the women that she may be a mother, she may be a wife, but she's also a very talented person. And I just wanted to recognize her on this International Women's Day of the talents she has, her writing ability, her expert knowledge of homeschooling that she's been doing for 25 plus years now.
Why are you doing this?
Because I think your mom needs some recognition.
As I was talking, oh, yes, thank you. I talked to her earlier today. She said exactly this.
But I just thought it would be a good little segue for that's just one woman out there, but I wanted to give her some recognition on this day. Even if she doesn't care.
Raya and Lord of the Rings do not belong in the same sentence. Well, when they do the same thing with their characters, it's a pretty decent comparison to make.
Well, okay, so here's the thing.
Tag along. Gimli gets no characterization. He's just a dwarf with an axe.
You only seen the first movie. Watch the second and the third
Boromir
one.
Gets no characterization. He's just a man.
He knows not of what he speaks. Okay, so he said...
Thank you, but women should be recognized all the time when they accomplish anything, but so should men.
So I try to compliment my wife and I'm getting slammed. Can you believe this?
You shouldn't have done it. I talked to her earlier. She said she doesn't believe that International Women's Day even exists. Her exact words.
Okay. I know. I was just trying to be nice.
And be nice. I agree with her. So I guess I'm the winner in this situation. Since you drew attention to it and got called out.
Yeah, whatever.
I tried to stop you.
Was trying to be nice. Last time I
Give us an example of a movie you wouldn't slam. The Incredibles, Ratatouille.
Okay, but here's the thing. Yes, Lord of the Rings.
Mulan.
Lord of the Rings. We watched last night.
The original Mulan.
First time. Okay, you like that one. First time he's ever seen Lord of the Rings. Movie's over, and he's just sort of like, yeah, it was okay.
It was 3 hours, and it felt like nothing happened.
That's the problem with people nowadays. They have no patience. They don't
try reading the book.
I know the book is hard to read. It is. I give you that. But the movie, okay, if the movie did what the book did, the movie would have been like 8 hours for the first one, 10 hours for the second one, 12 hours for the third one.
Oh, put the last comment back up so Dad sees.
Yeah. What's that? Appreciate the nice words. Welcome them every day. You deserve them every day. But I love you. So when he says that Raya and the Last Dragon, you said it was what? It was good, not great, I think was your comment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Felt like more happened than it.
Take that with a grain of salt when you consider that he also thought Lord of the Rings.
WDWpov by the Moliternos.
That Lord of the Rings was okay. It was okay.
Okay, so since I don't like Lord of the Rings, my taste is now completely invalid.
No, I'm just saying it was a classic movie. It was a good, great, epic type movie. Lots of good and evil.
I just couldn't get into it.
Okay. Maybe you were just too tired last night.
No, I just can't get into almost any of Tolkien's work whatsoever in any way it's adapted. The book kept me entertained for a brief period of time. I read The Hobbit. I enjoyed that.
Did you like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
I did, but in recent years, as you grow up, whatever entertained you as a kid just sort of stops entertaining you sometimes.
Well, I watched it as an adult, and it's still entertaining.
But it just doesn't do it for me anymore. Okay. And I haven't seen it in a while, so
yeah, we should watch it again sometime. Maybe I'll think the same thing. What is she saying? I can't see Kelly's comments as myself. What does that mean?
I don't know.
My wife says she can't see Kelly's comments as herself.
Yes.
Oh, that's why. So apparently
C.S. Lewis. I'm not.
So that's why she ended up commenting as WDWpov. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, completely different author, but doesn't mean they
were actually fairly. Weren't they friends or something? I think they were.
But I'm just saying.
I think they did collaborate a little bit.
I'm just saying, Lord of the Rings did not interest me. The movie, or the book, really.
Okay. Well, anyway, did you have any?
Some of my favorite parts of the book were them sitting there doing nothing for 5 chapters.
Yeah. Okay. But that's the thing. In real life, a lot of times, nothing Is what happens. It's just.
Oh yes, they were friends apparently.
Yeah. See, I thought they were.
But the problem with the movie is that it cuts out almost all of that and doesn't keep some of it.
But you complained about when it was like you just said. I felt like nothing happened.
Even in the movie, it felt like nothing happened because they cut out the nothing that was actual, substance and replaced it with nothing action that felt more like nothing.
You're making no sense. So you don't want nothing, but you're complaining that they took a lot of the nothing out.
What is Kelly saying, agreeing with me on?
I don't know. Let's see.
I need a clarification because I say a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Me too, Marcus. I'm not sure what I hope it could be the Me Too movement or something going on with you. I had to throw that in there.
No, you really did.
I did.
Especially today.
So Mom, why? Oh my goodness. Mom says she liked Lord of the Rings, but she didn't love them. She liked them. She didn't love them. I like them, but didn't love them.
That's probably exactly how I feel. But I just...
T9 says, I'm driving home, can only comment at stop signs.
Remember.
Yes.
Endgame was 3 hours.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like it dragged on at any point.
Yeah, I got to disagree. There were some slow parts.
At least in the theater, it didn't really.
And that may be the point.
Because I was sitting there expecting to be entertained for the next 3 hours by this specifically, whereas last night I was like, I could have been doing something else.
There were little jokes and things along the way. There were some. There was Saruman.
Oh yeah, I usually like books better than the movies. But Lord of the Rings is too wordy for a book, and the movies are too intense.
They are very intense. They are very intense. Although I got to say that
you just said you don't care for International Women's Day, so you don't get to use it as an excuse for stuff.
Wait, what's she saying? I'm hungry, and it's International Women's Day, so I shouldn't have to cook.
It's not national. It's international.
It's international, not national.
Because the UN determined that it's going to be international.
And we live by whatever the UN says nowadays.
That's not true.
Yeah, if the UN says it, it's got to be true.
I really wish Kelly would get back to me on what she
Heather's out there. Hi, Heather. Love The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
I read all of The Hobbit and books. I read all of The Hobbit and enjoyed it. I just didn't enjoy Lord of the Rings.
Did you have any final comments on Raya and The Last Dragon?
And
again, consider that we might talk more about it next week.
Yeah,
a little bit.
That's why I was getting all of my negative criticism out of the way in case we talk about it again, in which case I'd like to get all the negative out and bring only the positive. But
burgers, veggies, and broccoli, and we're already and it's cleaned up too. Wow. Yeah, come on over here, Mary. Come on over here. You can take care of us tonight. Kelly, okay, so what's Kelly was agreeing with you about the books, don't understand the movies. Okay. So
Yeah, like the movie just cuts out all of the explanation of what is going on or how they plan stuff out.
Okay. I mean, I guess in that case, if you read the books, then maybe.
Yeah, they took too much out of the movies, even though it's a long movie.
It is a long movie. It is.
Then again, that might just say that Tolkien's actually not that great of a writer.
No, I think he was, but I think
have you read the book?
The audience today is a lot different than it was 50 years, 100 years ago.
Again, have you read any of the book?
I have, and it's very laborious to read. It is. I give you that.
So, final thoughts on Raya, Maya, Maya,
Maya, Moya.
I say Raya, you say Raya.
Raya. Okay, so Raya.
Okay. Final thoughts. Would have been better if it was longer, but also for an animated movie, it was pretty long to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Side characters could have been developed a little bit more. Less, what's the word? The modern word, cringy jokes, I guess we would say, like the butt joke.
Yeah, the butt joke. I didn't like the butt joke, but the granddaughters did.
Yeah, obviously,
they love
because it's targeted at children specifically. And maybe, I don't know, at least making the areas that they travel to seem more like how they describe them. Like we spend 5 minutes, it feels like, in one area specifically, and then we're just out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go to the next area immediately.
Okay.
Like we get to spend no time in that first area. We see them in.
So you would have liked them fleshing out each of the
fleshing out
regions. Yes.
I said fleshing out.
Fleshing out.
That's
what I thought I said.
Yeah, you know the place where they use the sword like a whip for the first time, or a grappling hook for the first time?
Mm-hmm.
That place gets absolutely no screen time.
Not really.
I don't see why we couldn't have spent more time there. The frozen bamboo forest they go to gets next to no screen time. But at least they have a reason for not spending too much time there.
Okay.
Which book did I read? I think I read The Fellowship of the Ring, and maybe a little bit past that. And then I stopped because you told me I could just stop because I was getting bored reading.
And yes, the grandchildren did like it very much. It was actually fun. I think I enjoyed watching them almost as much as probably more than watching the movie in some cases.
I enjoyed hearing what they said more than what the movie had said.
Yeah, they were making comments along the way, and it was just sort of funny hearing, a 4, 5, 6-year-old interpretation.
Now we cannot start the POV on Tolkien because that's a whole other show. It really is. There was very little character development. It is not a deep thought story. WYSIWYG.
WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get.
Oh, she's asking you which book you read.
Oh, she's asking me? Which book did I read?
He doesn't know.
It's been so long. I mean, it was it probably was The Hobbit, I'm going to guess.
That doesn't count as Lord of the Rings.
Well,
that's The Hobbit.
That's the one I think I was reading.
I enjoyed that one.
Did you?
Yes, I read it all the way through and I enjoyed it. I did not care for Lord of the Rings.
I'd have to go back.
I think The Hobbit was more, the plot progressed more and stuff actually felt like it happened, even though there were parts where they were just sitting down discussing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord of the Rings, they just spend 2 whole chapters sitting in a cabin in the woods with Tom Bombadil, who was completely cut from the movie.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're talking...
He appears in the beginning of the book and then never again.
We're talking like 45 years ago, maybe, when I might have, I don't remember which one it was for sure. I thought it was The Hobbit, but I could be wrong. Anyway, so let's move on real quickly. WandaVision.
The series finale.
Series, not season.
Because people got that confused. Although, not entirely sure yet. It's open for debate whether or not they actually meant series or the series within the series.
Right, because it was like the series as in the WandaVision made-up world TV
that
series.
Was broadcasting a sitcom.
Yeah, so was it really a series finale? Or
was it the series?
Is it a season?
Series finale.
Or is it a season finale,
Mhm.
meaning that they might have another WandaVision come out? I don't think they're going to have
doubt
another
that's gonna
WandaVision.
happen.
No, I don't either. I think this was, this was a series designed to bring you up to speed on some of the stuff that was going on with Wanda, with Vision, with some of the other characters. And even though they did not have the big cameo character that they kept, everybody was out there.
I'm just going to be honest.
I know you're
not paying attention.
You're going to be
stuff
honest.
Made me.
You're going to be honest.
Not paying attention to that stuff probably made me enjoy the show more because I wasn't expecting any of this big stuff to happen. Like everyone kept predicting or speculating.
Yeah.
It's just like if you don't try to go in with this preconceived notion of maybe they'll set this up next or maybe they'll do this next. And I was like, I thought the ending was decent. It started out strong. The sitcoms were funny. And then it just sort of turned into another superhero thing. But at least that was still enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah. T9 is saying none of the above science fiction and fantasy isn't her cup of tea unless it's Marvel, which that's pretty cool.
In which case it's not entirely science fiction.
It's drama. I mean, there's some, obviously it's like a drama type thing. But yeah, so we were, a lot of these sites were out there.
Yeah,
going,
it's like every time you brought up a fan theory or speculation or something, and I was just like, stop it. Stop paying attention to them. None of them have been right yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there were some
Don't give them
things.
any weight until you've heard or seen anything that's actually come true.
What was interesting, though, is it did bring up some more things about some of the Marvel comic series, comic book series.
Comic series stuff they've completely thrown out.
I know,
like
but some of it they brought
Iron Man's main villain, the Mandarin, or one of his main villains.
He could be back. No, actually, I know they turned him into. They turned him into a weird character.
They used him as a throwaway joke.
Yeah,
and I don't care.
Yeah,
it was fine.
But it was, hearing.
You watch WandaVision now, yeah.
What's that? Guessing. Oh, Heather has not watched WandaVision. You got
YouTube videos longer than the episodes that explain what was said.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, some of the fan theory stuff that was out there flying around, it was just there probably were more. There was more time put into that than the show itself.
What the heck is Mom saying?
I'm just waiting for Wanda to show up in a Star Trek episode.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I don't understand what that means, my dear wife, Patty. You have to explain that one. Or you can come upstairs and tell us. Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, some of that fan theory stuff was interesting because at least it actually gave me a little bit more background of some of the comic series part of, of Marvel, which I wasn't aware of. So that was interesting. I thought that was a good thing.
Oh, that's her fan theory. It's her fan theory.
She's going to show up in Star Trek. Oh, okay. I mean, that's possible.
Just wait until Disney buys that too.
That's possible. Yeah,
they buy all of Paramount.
Did they buy Paramount?
No.
Okay.
Why else would Paramount Plus exist? Yeah, now.
They'll buy them. That seems like a ripoff, don't you think?
Yeah, Paramount Plus.
Disney Plus.
It's peak entertainment.
Paramount Plus.
That sticks with you. It's just so bad.
I think we could become, and I actually did think of this at some point, calling us WDWpov Plus.
That's our Patreon account.
Because that could then expand. Yeah, there you go. That could expand the universe.
That's the Patreon account.
Okay.
WDWpov Plus. And then there's Premier Access rank in the Patreon.
And then we could do on that channel Password Plus.
No.
Vision. Oh, yeah. Vision is currently being held in Area 51.
Also her fan theory, I think.
I'm going to guess. I think my wife is just throwing out random, because she does this, random thoughts. Like she's a mother with random thoughts.
WandaVision as a whole, thought it was good.
And
it started out strong.
He liked it. Hey, Mikey, he liked it.
Got a little bit weaker in the middle, I think, when they started popping back and forth between the sitcom and the military setup where they were investigating everything, mostly because one of the side characters they use in particular isn't my favorite.
Which one?
Oh, you know which one. From Thor.
From Thor.
You know who she is. Most fan theory is random thoughts. Well, it's not random thoughts. It's well thought out thoughts that are really stupid. Because people take all of the information they have in front of them and then
Patty's point of view,
based off of what's happened before, they come up with something.
Mm-hmm. No, I thought WandaVision was going into it, I had no clue what to expect. I really didn't. And then it very much surprised me. That first episode definitely, I was hooked right from the first show. Even from the opening Marvel scroll, that they
Which
do.
honestly, please don't do that for every single show.
No, they do.
But no, please
they
don't. It's okay for the movies, but every TV show needs that opening logo thing.
Well,
that's a good minute and a half right there of each show.
It's not a minute and a half. It's like about 30 seconds. 30 seconds tops.
Another random
maybe
thought.
20.
She's hungry.
She is hungry.
I don't blame
and I'm still fighting this cold. So
I'm hungry too.
We're going to probably wrap this up fairly soon. I'm surprised I've gone this long.
Yeah, WandaVision sort of just tapers off, being okay, but still good at the very end.
The last two episodes definitely got dark. I mean, they got dark. They got dark.
I did hear this, and someone was like, if you take the startup of 3 episodes and show them to someone, they wouldn't know they're from the same show. Because the start of most of the episodes, at least the first 4 episodes, actually first 3 episodes, are very consistent in how they start up.
Yeah.
They start up like a sitcom of that day
or
that era. And then episode 4 is the military one.
Mary says, I need to go to bed. Yeah.
Then episode 4 is the one where they start investigating everything.
What? Your dad has a thing for Wanda?
No, he just has a thing for the Olsen twins.
Oh,
yeah, no, I'm joking.
Oh, man.
No, I'm joking.
That's low. Joking. That is low. No, I don't have a thing for one. Actually, no, I
might have a thing for Vision. Merely based
Vision's
off
cool.
Smarts.
I like Vision. Vision is cool. I like his accent. He's funny. And he's
so you like Paul Bettany?
Yeah. Is it Bettany or Bettany?
It's Bettany.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really? I always thought it was Bettany.
It's Bettany.
Bettany, Bettany. Or is it Raya? Or is it Raya? Or is it Maya? Or is it Maya? We'll figure
Mary,
it out.
you.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
I'm sorry. I was just working with what I was given. So
yeah, I mean,
didn't start it. To be fair,
I didn't either.
Vision is pretty cool.
Vision is cool. I like Vision. I was sorry, this
movie's been out for like almost 3.
I know the movie's been
now,
out for, but when he got like killed 2-3 times now. He's been gone. But now, we got White Vision. I don't know what's going to happen with White Vision. What's he up to?
You're just ruining the show now for everyone who hasn't seen it.
Well, just watch the show. I think we're beyond the spoilers at this point.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago now.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
That was last week. It was just last Friday.
Yeah, just last Friday. And then the week before that.
Well, the week before that was when we saw White Vision.
Uh-huh.
And then it was this past Friday, just 3 days ago. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That we saw the final series / season episode, series finale. But yeah, Vision's cool. I like Vision.
They started out strong with their Marvel series.
But it was a setup. I mean, initially, everybody was saying it's going to be a setup. Will there be Black Vision? There could be. I don't know. There could be a Gray Vision. There could be Rainbow Vision.
Vision can sort of change his appearance at will.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there could be any version of Vision.
There could be. I like the red version myself.
You mean the normal version?
The normal version. My eyes are watering again. Excuse me as I wipe and dab my eyes.
Seeing as how they've already had like 5 more Marvel series lined up for Disney Plus, it seems like there's going to be an extreme oversaturation.
We'll see.
Along with Star Wars, where they have 10 lined up already.
We'll see. Star Wars, I think, is oversaturated. Yes, but
Star Wars was already oversaturated.
But let's I definitely, if you haven't watched WandaVision, go back and watch it.
It's pretty decent all the way through.
It is. It's a good show, good series. It's probably going to be
are true to form.
It's going to be a one-off series, as far as I can tell. I don't believe there's going to be.
There wasn't a one-off episode.
Right. There's going to be, I think, just this one season. It was more of a setup to work in, basically. They work in a lot of stuff from
and to make characters that we really didn't care about before likable. Think about it. Did you care about Wanda before this?
I really didn't.
Did you even know anything about her before this, other than
what from the couple of movies she was in? Ultron and Age of Ultron and whatever. What was the other one? But yeah, I mean, she wasn't a major character. She wasn't a major character compared to like Thor and Captain America and Iron Man. The Chris's. But I got to like her better through this series.
You already liked Vision, so there was that.
I did like Vision. I did.
He didn't get to do much though.
He did. He did and he did. I liked that in the last episode. The clashing of the two visions. That was cool. Especially when they do that laser thing. You know what that reminded me of?
What?
The thing from Superman. Zod. Bow before Zod.
Kneel before Zod.
Kneel before Zod.
Give before Zod.
By the way, Marcus, I need you to focus.
You're not even turning the ring.
Focus.
Oh, there you go. You're not even doing it right.
I need you to focus.
I need your complete
I need
focus.
Complete focus. That helps calm him down.
No, it doesn't.
Have any of you ever watched Agent Carter? We just started, and that's only a 2-season show, but we just started watching Agent Carter.
Thankfully, it already wore out its welcome after 1 season.
The second season was starting to go downhill, it looked like.
It wore itself out.
But it's pretty cool season, or pretty cool show. But yeah, there was this one Russian scientist, evil scientist,
I need you to focus.
I need you to focus.
I need your complete focus.
And the guy with his accent, the way he did it,
just reminded you of Constantine. Muppets Most Wanted.
Kermit, I need you to focus. Focus.
I am Kermit.
I am Kermit. Kermit the Frog.
Nailed it.
Oh, we lost it. We're off the tracks here. I think we need to eat. I think we need to get something to eat. But yeah, WandaVision, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. If you have seen it, it was a good series. Did lead into indirectly to I'm losing it, gang. Doctor Strange.
How do you know that for sure, though?
Well, they mentioned
him briefly
in the last episode. What was that one line that they said? Something about her powers surpassing
the Sorcerer Supreme.
Sorcerer Supreme.
They said they mentioned him briefly.
Doctor Strange reference there for sure. So yeah.
Which, to be fair, he's still pretty new at this.
And there was, so yeah, exactly. So I think there's going to be some clash or something going on.
He was gone for like 5 years, so he wasn't doing anything then either.
Plus, his fingers don't work exactly right.
No, they do work properly now. Remember?
Do they? I mean, he just channeled the power through, so he can use his fingers right now.
Right, we still need to get back to Doctor Strange too somehow.
Yeah, we do. But anyway,
we also need to end the show.
So we're going to end the show. So are we ready? Let's sing it out. Let's see if I can sing it out. Okay, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. MIC, see you real soon. KEY, why? Because we like ya. MOUSE. Thank you for watching. I'm surprised I made it through this for an hour. I'm still pretty miserable. Excuse me. Yes, have a good week, Annette, at the Jersey Shore. We appreciate you watching and everybody else. And like I said, we might have a special guest next week. We'll we'll see what happens. I'm working on this. Thank you, Mary. I hope I feel better as well. Kelly says, I hope they do not oversaturate. I hope they spread them out. I do too. We don't want to, we don't want to oversaturate all this stuff. Good night, gents. Thanks for your point of view. And I am so glad you have this platform to share your WDWpov with fellow POVers. Get well soon, Jeff. Prayers for a speedy recovery. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And Anthony, I didn't see you out there much earlier today. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. But thank you very much, Anthony. You also, everybody out there, yes, please have a safe, a blessed, magical, enjoyable week. And again, as always, we just, without you out there, we wouldn't be doing this. So, see you next Monday, and I will hopefully be 100% back to normal well, not normal. I'm never normal, but 100% back to myself. How's that? Again, thank you very much. And there actually was one other thing I wanted to show. Should I do it? No. You know what? I'll just say it real quick. Blizzard Beach opened up yesterday. Yeah. So, I was actually planning on going over to another thing with the Disney Parks blog. Why not? I'm gonna finish the show off like this. Okay? It's nice and relaxing. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to bring this up. You're going to experience the soothing sounds of Blizzard Beach. Okay? Here we go. I'm just going to relax here with you. Oh, I can't wait to get back to this. That's a fun water slide right there. Been on it many times. He's really hammering these inner tubes down like that. There we go. And you don't think about this. I guess, you got to have a chef back there somewhere doing the cooking. Making everything look pretty again for the next day. I thought he was actually going to use this bucket for something, but just dumps it out. Not quite sure why. I don't know. This is one thing I have not done at Blizzard Beach. I've never done this. I like looking at the blue tag people. There's Alberto from one of the cast members at Blizzard Beach. I've never done this water slide. This one scares me. It's a little too much of a steep drop for me, but I've done every other water slide, I think, other than these two. This one and the one next to it.
Disney's Blizzard Beach, reopening March 7th.
That last part sort of freaks me out a little. The way she whispers that, Disney's Blizzard Beach. It's a little scary, I thought. But anyway, thought it ended a little differently tonight. So hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of a relaxing video from Blizzard Beach. So take care, everybody. Yeah, that last part was a little creepy. Blizzard Beach. Yeah, other than that, I thought it was a nice video. But anyway, see you guys. Have a magical week. And we'll do this again next Monday night, possibly with a special guest. We'll see. We'll see. Take care, everybody.